Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome to Muslim Matters. Or I'm sorry, Ummah Matters. Still used to saying Muslim Matters for some reason. How's everyone doing today? A lot of stuff happening. CC Solomon, brother, how you doing? Finally, all my brothers show up on all my live channels. One second. So today, mm, one second. Alhamdulillah, CC, how you doing, brother? I put it in the back chat, inshallah. I was gonna read something real quick and then open the discussion up with other brothers wanted to join, inshallah. Um, Today, I wanted to discuss Hadith, which is Hadith 15, and this discusses Islamic manners, manners as Muslims. Um, I think a lot of us brothers have great manners, some don't, and a lot of us have forgotten how to express our manners with others that are Muslim and non-Muslims. Remember, that's a form of dawah as well. But a lot of us do tend to be rude sometimes, or our personalities and the way we talk are different, where others might tend to think that you're rude or talking aggressive. So this hadith, that I was going to discuss, which is number 15. There's actually four hadiths that talk about this, but this is one of them. So let me go and read the hadith to you guys, inshallah, and we'll have a little discussion about Islamic manners. So I'll update this real quick. Okay, great. So, on the authority of Abu Huraira, may Allah be pleased with him, the Messenger of Allah, peace be upon him, said, "Let him who believes in Allah and the last day speak good, or keep silent, and let him who believes in Allah and the last day be generous to his neighbor, and let him who believes in Allah and the last day be generous to his guests." This is related by Bukhari and Muslim. So, so this is saying a few things here, right? So, what is the significance of this hadith? If you read it, it's pretty plain and simple. What the hadith is saying, what Rasulullah is advising us in this hadith. But one of the most beautiful aspects of our religion is how it places tremendous importance on several facets that can increase love, respect, and understanding between Muslims and non-Muslims alike. Right? Like in this hadith, we see a perfect illustration of how a Muslim must well behave with others, irrespective of whether they are known to you or unknown. It's the beauty and the completeness of this hadith that's so profound, so much so that many consider it one third of faith, which is called al hitma or al hitami. I believe it's al hitami is what is believed one third of our faith. That's how profound this is, right? So when implemented, this hadith can save most of the problems you can face on a daily basis, and in turn preventing a lot of fitna and heartbreak, emotional struggles and toils, unnecessary speech, rude, arrogant behavior, or the attitude of my life is perfect and I don't need to care about what others are going through. Right? You can probably hear, you probably sometimes might say that. And this causes happy relationships to go sour. It can be with our friends, family, neighbors, our extended relatives, or even strangers. So let's look into more detail about this beautiful hadith and see what we can extract from this saying of our beloved Prophet Rasulullah, inshallah. You guys ready to go into this beautiful hadith and extract it? Type of 1 for yes, type of 2 for nah, or type of 3 for maybe tomorrow. Well, it's not hope for tomorrow, but so let's extract this beautiful hadith, right? Hadith number 14. So whoever believes in Allah and the last day. So in this hadith, Prophet ﷺ mentions 3 features that need to be a part of a Muslim's character in order for him to complete his or her faith or iman. So therefore, if you find yourself lacking these qualities, this hadith should serve as a reminder and a reality check, helping you to reassess and refine your goals to be the best version of yourself. So why is it the last day mentioned? Right? Because it says whoever believes in Allah and the last day, right? So this serves as an encouragement. And it also pushes you to strive to be the best Muslim you can be, because every single aspect of your life will be questioned on the day of judgment. Every single aspect. Including how you treated others and how you carried yourself in this dunya. Right, guys? So every aspect, that's why the last day is mentioned. But every aspect of your life will be questioned. And especially your kindness and your rudeness. So should speak good things or keep silent. Right? So that's the next one, should be. So the first part is concerned with how we use our tongue. You know, neither some of them bird nest. Smaller, we need to be humble. Exactly. So the first part is concerned with how we use our tongue, right? So, see, needless to say, like majority of the problems we face is due to incorrect usage of our tongue. A part of your body that needs to be guarded at all times. You know, it's no secret that excess speech will always lead to problems and misunderstandings that would have never crept up in there in the first place. If we only taught twice. We can only talk twice before opening our mouths. Our speech is one of the quickest ways for us to collect unwanted sins or blessings, depending on how we choose to use it. So next time you're about to talk, ask yourself a few questions, right? And these questions should always be asked. Always think before you talk. And we do see this a lot. Like especially in the back chat. Some people talk for hours and hours, right? Because they want to stay up till Fajr time sometimes, or they're having a good conversation and this leads into a topic, an Islamic topic, and they're talking about the Islamic topic. But sometimes, misunderstandings can happen, and because you're tired or cranky, you might say something that you don't want to say. Oh, you might have some animosity against the person, and you might say something that you wanted to say, but you didn't want to say, but you did say it, right? So next time you're about to talk, ask yourself a few questions. The first one: Will my speech by pleasing you to Allah? Is it absolutely necessary to talk? That's number 2. Number 3, will I be overstepping my boundaries if I say such and such things? Number 4 is, will this speech cause happiness and bring about goodwill? Or will it cause souring of relationships and create bad blood? So these are the questions you should ask yourself before you start saying something or opening your mouth, right? Again, will my speech be pleasing to Allah? Will Allah be pleased with what I say? Is it absolutely necessary to talk? Will I be overstepping my boundaries if I say such things? And last one, will the speech cause happiness and bring about goodwill, or will it cause souring of relationships and creating bad blood? Of course, you need not limit yourself to these set of questions. There are many more aspects which you can assess yourself before talking, right? There's other questions you can ask yourself. These are 4 questions that I'm bringing up. Umar once said, the one who speaks a lot commits lots of mistakes. The one who makes lots of mistakes commits lots of sins. The one who commits lots of sins and will have the hellfire at the first place for him. Ibn Rajab. So let's hear this again. This is Umar saying, the one who speaks a lot commits a lot of mistakes. The one who makes lots of mistakes commits lots of sins. And the one who commits lots of sins will have the hellfire as the first place for him. That is by Ibn Rajab. So therefore, your speech you definitely want to use our speech to correct people when they commit mistakes or are straying away from one path from Allah. Right? So if you're going the wrong path, say, brother, wait, slow down. You're not following the deen, or you're going against this, or you're committing a mistake, or or you might consider you might become might stop somebody from doing something bid'ah or something, or you can use it for preventing people from committing sins, set relationships right for the greater good, right, or guide others towards righteousness, like dawah, right? And you should remain silent so that you don't spread false information about others. You don't lie. It may be tempting, but the side effects are much worse than what you could have imagined. Don't backbite. Refrain from it as much as you can. And don't speak about this deen when you don't have sufficient knowledge to do so. Very big thing, right? Because a lot of people, as we have seen online as well, we're not scholars here, right? And some of them are laymen. We don't know about our religion, or we're learning our religion. We're seeking knowledge. But some of us talk on these platforms sometimes as they're scholars and muftis or imams and know everything about the religion of Islam, right? And sometimes it's better not to speak about the deen if you don't have the knowledge than speak about the deen where you don't have sufficient knowledge. So the next part of the hadith is to be courteous and generous to his neighbor, right? So to be courteous and generous to his neighbor. Did everybody understand the first part of the hadith when it comes to holding your tongue and watching what you're saying? All right, so I'll keep going. So, with advancement in technology, um, we have become obsessed with our gadgets, smartphones, and laptops, so much that we don't spend enough time with our own family members, let alone visiting and checking out on our neighbors. So, this hadith is a timely reminder said by our beloved Prophet ﷺ himself, insisting on how our conduct should be with our neighbors, irrespective of whether they are Muslim or not. So what can you do to be courteous and generous to your neighbor? So what things can you do? Can anybody tell me things that they can do? Anybody can tell me what you can do to make your neighbors courteous and to your neighbor? Smiling, right? Smiling, yeah, smiling at your neighbors and those around you. Not only is it sunnah, but smiling is a faster way to cement and bond a relationship that can last a lifetime. We should initiate this beautiful sunnah of our Prophet, sallallahu asking if they need any kind of assistance, like grocery bags or something. Visit them when they are ill. That's a big one right there. I said the story last year when I had my heart attack. I was in the hospital, and people were coming to visit me. Family, friends were coming to visit me. So that, and they had told the masjid, and it was also in the city's the community city's poster boulevard that Jafar had. Say Jafar originally had a heart attack. He's at this hospital. Da da da. And well, surprising and beautiful at the same time because I didn't even know this. And what I did was I had brothers coming that I didn't know that heard about it at the masjid, and they would just come to see me, just to see if I'm okay. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. Can you believe that, guys? People that were unknown to me, that didn't know nothing about me, heard at the masjid, this brother Jafar is in the hospital, had a massive heart attack. He's in the ICU now. You can go visit him at his hospital, this room number, and da da da. And people were coming in. Me and my wife, my parents were there, my brother was there, and they would come in and introduce themselves, say salam alaikum. And it felt like family coming to see you. Especially when my parents and my wife and them were not in the room, and I was by myself, I felt kind of lonely. But some brother would come with the family and sit aside for maybe like 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, just talking, chatting. That we didn't even know each other. But after we were done talking to each other, because we were Muslim brothers as well at the same time, we got to know each other. And then afterwards, of course, I kept in contact with most of these brothers. And what I did was I started implementing that same thing until the coronavirus started happening, though. But before that, I was going to the hospitals as well, or homes, and checking up on people that I heard that were sick or someone passed away, and some of that. And I didn't know these people, but I was going there once a week, just so you know that someone was out here and they're making dua for them, and we care what happens to them. And I mean, the coronavirus, I suggest everyone here that's listening to me or watching this video, go out there and do the same thing. Go visit a person that you don't know or you do know. Make sure they're okay. If you need anything. So that's what prepare nice food for them. Go work at the Salvation Army or something where you prepare food for the homeless. Or I'm sure the masjid has a team of volunteers that hand out food, especially right now with the coronavirus and stuff like that. So preparing nice food, you can do that. And be the kind of person whom they are delighted to meet and greet when they see you. So you want to be that person that people smile when they see you and are happy that the day's going to be going by faster. Right? Abu Bakr al-Jazari, this is from the reference of Minhaj al-Muslim. He goes on to add that a few other things, meaning a few other things that he added to this. He added, congratulating them if something pleasing occurs to them, offer condolences upon affliction, help them if they are in need, be the first to greet them, be kind in speech to them, be gentle in one's speech to the neighbor's children, guide them to what is best for their religion and worldly life. Overlook their mistakes. That's a hard one to do, right? Overlooking their mistakes. Don't attempt to look into their private matters. You see that a lot too right now. Don't constrain them with your holding or renovations or along the walkway. Don't harm them by laying one's trash onto their property or in front of their household. So those are some other ones that you can also add into that. Right? Yeah. So the Prophet said, Jibreel did not cease to advise me regarding the rights of the neighbor until I began to think that they would also receive a part of the inheritance. Al-Bukhari and Muslim. Let me read that again for you guys. Jibreel did not cease to advise me regarding the rights of the neighbor until I began to think that they would also receive a part of the inheritance. SubhanAllah. Al-Bukhari and Muslim. So these small steps can bring tremendous rewards from Allah. So we definitely should start practicing them now. Not later, not tomorrow, not next week. We start practicing them now, right? The next part of the Hadith says, you should be courteous and generous to his traveling visitor. All right, so here we are being commanded to be courteous and generous to a traveling person who has left his belongings, family, property, in search of whatever she is traveling for. So how does a Muslim treat a traveler who's in a foreign land and could be extremely apprehensive because he knows no one? Have you been in that situation before where you traveled in a different part of land and didn't know nobody? My parents have, right, when they first moved out here to America from their homeland. I'm sure your parents probably have as well. when they're new in this homeland, from their homeland, and who they met here. So we want to be kind towards them, ask what he or she needs, and um, and try their best to fulfill them. To prepare the best food and give it to them without extravagance, right? The scholars say belief is what settles in the heart and manifests itself on one's limbs. Therefore, if you truly have faith in your heart, these actions and whole lot of righteous deeds will automatically flow through your limbs and tongue. And if they don't worry. You should ask Allah to make you a beautiful person inside out. Right? So let's take a moment to internalize. Look, we all have shortcomings of various kinds, right? While some might have problems in controlling their temper, others may not be patient enough. Simply not being courteous to fellow human beings or indulging in ill speech or drawbacks that need to be looked at or down upon. Rather, with conscious efforts, self-control, discipline, and loads of dua, these shortcomings can be reflected and self-control, inshallah. So having these negative traits does not make you a bad person. Rather, if you consciously try to put this hadith into practice and seek Allah's help through sincere dua, you can turn these weaknesses into strengths by molding a character in which pleases who? Allah, right? Subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who?
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Yeah, see, my son's listening to me, right?
Yes.
Yes. So here's what you can do. So what can you do? You should list out a set of negative characteristics in yourself which you think needs to change. Maybe you would like to be more patient. You want to make a conscious effort to make all others around you comfortable with a cheerful smile. Smile is sunnah. Oh, there you go. Smile is sunnah. You always had a problem in controlling your tongue. It could be anything. Whatever it may be, tonight, take a pen and paper and list them out. Yeah, go ahead. Take out those pens and papers, list them out. List all your things that you should work on. Next, make sincere dua to Allah and pour your heart out. Ask Him to help you recite, to rectify these shortcomings. Make a set of duas which you would like to see reflected in your personality. And use Allah's beautiful names when making dua. And finally, try to sincerely overcome your negative traits and don't allow shaitan to beat you. So, guys, I know it's late. So try it out today or tomorrow. So, on a consistent basis, and see the changes the dua can bring in your life. And trust me, guys, with my experience, it really works because I'm sure you guys remember how aggressive I was in the beginning and how much I've changed from that time. I still have a lot of changes to do and work on, but it definitely works and helps. Welcome to some brother people of Tawheed. So today we discuss Hadith 15, whoever believes in Allah should, and these are for Islamic manners on how we interact with other Muslims and non-Muslims, and how we should make dua to get better at that and work on it. I'm not sure if you guys saw yesterday's video. We talked about Hazrat Yunus, or Prophet Yunus alayhi salam, and the 5 lessons of what he learned in the belly of the whale or the fish. Definitely watch that video as well. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of people that are coming on the meets or on this channel. But I'm still trying to do as much as I can, guys. So please don't get mad or don't think it's hopefully it's not boring to you guys. Because there's not a lot of discussions going on. Um, so I'm trying to keep these short just for that fact because a lot of the brothers are in the other channels. But guys, go ahead and hit the like button. If you guys haven't watched, Jazakallah khair, people Tawheed.
Subscribe.
So go ahead and like the channel. Oh, say it.
Subscribe.
Subscribe and share, and inshallah use these great advices from Rasulullah Sallam and Hadith to better yourself and become humble and be a better person, inshallah. Right? And does anybody else want to add anything to the topic? Let me know, inshallah. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and end this, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for joining us here at Ummah Matters. May Allah accept all your du'as and your good deeds. Yeah, I'm going to keep the video up with her. I'll keep it up. But I think I spoke enough tonight. I think there's another channel live right now, so I don't want to interrupt their channel stream right now. But guys, like I said, stay humble. Visit the ill. Think before you talk, as we discussed earlier. Remember, ask yourself some questions on will Allah be pleased with what you say out of your mouth? Would it affect someone in a negative way? Or help the situation out or not help the situation out? So that these are things that you want to think about before you open your mouth. And have supper. I mean, and you as well, brother Tawheed. And I see your message in the back chat, brother. We definitely need that. We definitely keep missing each other. Unfortunately, my Hangouts, the notification doesn't work, so I don't know when someone's messaging me. What I'll do is I'll send you my email, and you can email me. But we definitely need to get something, get together and talk, inshallah. Actually, you know what? I'll send you my WhatsApp number. I forgot about that. I'll send you my WhatsApp number, inshallah. And you can just message me there or call me on there. That'll be probably easier so I know that you messaging me. Okay, inshallah. I think that'll be a way better way to do it, inshallah. So, guys, assalamu alaikum, and have a great night. And stay humble, my brothers. So, assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
All right. That's my son right there. So, assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. All right. Salam, guys.